I have no interest in being in the first something if it's a terrible movie. Do you know what I mean?
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda? It's a third world country. Textiles, shepherds, cool outfits, all a front. Explorers have searched for it. Called it El Dorado. They looked for it in South America, but it was in Africa.
Sitting here with these guys that or such a historic film, a film that when I watched it, it checked off every single category to me. Mm-hmm. When you guys see the film, what message did this film portray, say to everybody?
I mean, being at the premiere the other night was an extraordinary experience because it felt like, that this film had been made that was potentially causing a bit of a sea change in the way that stories can be told in the future with, actors from all types of actors, all mm-hmm. colours, all races. That there is now, a landmark movie of this scale, which isn't just going to have a majority white cast. Actually, mm-hmm. I suppose, and that's a big significant change and very positive way of thinking about movies in the future.
Gotcha, Martin. What about for you? What's the takeaway for you on this film?
Well, that certainly, but again, the film isn't about that. Do you know what I mean? Like the story is not about that. Mm-hmm. And I had a few conversations with Ryan about that. Yes, it's great that this is a landmark film for those social and political reasons and possibly historic reasons. But unless at the end of the day you've made a good film, it's meaningless. It's because he's an artist. We are all artists and craftspeople. I have no interest in being in the first something if it's a terrible movie. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So if it's and I do think it's a good movie, and I think he and, dare I say it, we have done a good job, hopefully. Beyond that, I think, I would caution against playing the result before we've had the results. Do you know what I mean? So I think now it's for people to decide whether they like the film or not.
Good.
There's no question. It's the first movie of this kind, of this size, with a majority black cast. Beyond that, I hope people like it, Beyond that, it should be entertaining, it should be exciting, bits of it should be funny. There are kind of social, political points in the film that are not too ham-fisted, hopefully. But beyond that, I think people just have to, like it as a film. I think what we're talking about is not rocket science. It's like we're making entertaining films and we're opening a door where, and look, some of these people can be black or brown. It's like that should be the simplest, most logical thing in the world. So, yes, I think it might herald a change, but it's not like us suddenly have to become Einstein. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, So.
My question for you, Andy. This character with this accent and this psycho and this mercurial character that you come up with, it's a whole other level, man. At some points when I'm watching, I don't even think it's you. How do you...
It wasn't me. Martin was playing me.
There was a cast change.
Doing a performance capture version of me.
Yeah, and they call him the king of performance capture. I'm the king.
What's going through your head? How do you make up this other character of your lineup of characters that you've come up with in this costume guy that you are? How do you do this? What's your style? What's your...
I mean, you start off with, it's on the page. A lot of it was on the page, and it was picking up from the way we'd set the character up in the previous movie. This sort of, like you say, mercurial. He's an arms dealer. He's a taker. He's one of the world's great takers. He doesn't care about anybody else in the world apart from himself. He's obsessed with finding the most valuable minerals and wealth, accumulating for self. And I think that's where it starts. On the other hand, I wanted to make him someone that you sort of are seduced into perhaps wanting to be, or curious to spend some time with, so that he's terrifying, but only in spurts, and actually it's always a bit more terrifying when you spend time with people and then you think that you can engage with them, and then suddenly something happens and you feel very scared in their presence. So that was the approach.
I'm the only one who's seen it and made it out alive.
I can see you.